man. It seems like the first time in a while it's been just kind of a fight. There's not big stories around it, big pressures around it. What does it mean? It's just kind of a fight. How does that feel for you?
Yeah, you know, it's nice not doing as much media, but I mean, I guess really you ultimately want all the attention because that's when you get the bigger fights. So it's you know, my debut back up middleweight. So I just want to go out there and make an example of Herman and show that I'm back in the mix.
How do you feel this time around versus at 170?
I feel good. You know, I have a really light weight cut. It's nice, not stressing on the weight. The training camp's going good, so I'm ready to go out there and fight.
Does it play any difference? You know, the different weight divisions. Obviously, you fought in both, but does it play any different in how you fight, what you can execute, that sort of thing?
I just really have a little more strength at 85. I mean, I'm definitely a smaller 85-pounder, but it's you know, I felt fine. You know, went undefeated there before, so I felt like I competed just fine up there.
You think this is permanent for you this time, or is this just a top?
You know, I'm still, you know, we'll see. I'm taking one fight at a time. The weight's kind of, I still can make 70s,
So it's a possibility.
Yeah, definitely a possibility. You know, for you know, if you get offered a big fight down there, it's hard to say no. So it's all depending on what the UFC's offering me.
What do you think about Herman? Obviously, maybe not the biggest name in the sport, but certainly a tough guy with a good record.
He's a little underrated. You know, including myself, underrated him a little bit. You know, this Herman, I go, yeah, it's been an easy fight. You know, then I start watching tapes. I'm like, wow, this guy's pretty good. Especially his last 3 fights, where I've really seen. Before he looked tough, but he had some holes. His last 3 fights, he looked aggressive. His stand-up looks a lot sharper. His jiu-jitsu looks a lot sharper. So I don't know what he's doing, but he seems to have stepped it up. And I don't want to be the guy that he goes and makes a name off of.
I'm sure.
Where do you think you fit into the middleweight division? I'm sure you're not really thinking about it too much. You need to get a win in there, but it's a pretty dynamic division right now.
Yeah, it is. You know, it's a really exciting division right now. But you know, I want to be at the top of the division. It's you know, I got to go out there and prove myself for that Herman, but I'm shooting to try to go to the top.
Are there any specific names that stand out to you?
I mean, there's a few in there. I mean, Anderson Silva's obviously the king of the division, so that's who I want. But there's also, you know, there's guys like Bitsby, who I've trained with, who's a phenomenal fighter. There's a few guys that have big names out there.
As a pretty tall, lanky guy, how do you plan on getting on the inside working your clinch and taking him down?
You know, yeah, he does have a lot of height and reach on me, so it should be interesting. I'm just gonna go out there and see what happens. You know, I've definitely trained with a lot taller guys, the Diaz brothers and all that, so it's something I'm used to.
Did the way the division is right now have any factor into why you decided to go back to middleweight? The fact that it is kind of open, it seems like there's room for fresh names.
Not really. I just didn't like cutting all the weight, and I feel a little stronger at 85, so I just kind of that was more what I judged it off of.
How do you feel like you match up with the champ? I know obviously anytime you go to a division, you got to be thinking about what if I get to the top.
Yeah, you know, ideally, man, he's a phenomenal fighter. I think I match up well against him. You know, when I first came to the UFC, I wanted to stay at middleweights and try to get a shot at Anderson, but they wanted me to drop down for a shot at GSP, and that's certainly, you know, I'm not going to say no, knowing I had a good chance of fighting GSP, so that's why I decided to drop down.
So you came out here early to train in, you know, the altitude. I saw your pictures of you in Boulder.
Yeah.
How are you acclimated? How are you feeling?
Unfortunately, I'm 100% acclimated. I wish I would have came out a little earlier. It's been a little tougher than I thought, but I'm definitely glad I did come out earlier because I am starting to. Yesterday, I finally had a decent workout. I mean, the first few days I was struggling, so I have a couple more days. I'm gonna train hard tonight, and hopefully I'll feel a lot more adjusted. I mean, I'm hoping. You know, I obviously don't think I'll be 100% by Saturday, but as long as I can be close enough.
How difficult was that weight cut for you? You know, you're not one of those guys that everybody talks about having a real tough weight cut to 170, but was it pretty bad? I
mean, for me it is. You know, maybe I'm not. Maybe I can adjust things a little better and cutting the weight, but it's it depends. Some of the cuts have been worse than others. You know, but the first time back down when I fought Campman, it was really bad. After that, I got a lot better at it.
Yeah. You feel that this is definitely your best weight class though, right now?
You know, we'll see. It's actually a tough call because I am kind of in the middle. See how it goes tonight, and then adjust everything from there. But ideally, I would like to go have a great performance and fight one of the top contenders and get in that title mix.
So you're looking for like a 177 weight class. That'd be perfect for you.
That'd be absolutely perfect for me. Yeah, I fought Rumble on the Rock had 175, the 175 tournament, and that's, you know, I won. That was a big tournament. I won with a bunch of big names, and I just felt great at that weight. But unfortunately, that's not a weight class.
Do you wrestle any differently with the added, you know, muscle on you opposed to like?
Yeah, I feel like wrestling is what goes up the most when I go up a weight, and for me, wrestling is really important to really get the takedowns. That's from you know, being a submission guy. If my takedowns aren't as strong, it's gonna hurt my game quite a bit.
Thanks, Jake. Appreciate it, man.